Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I am really glad you're here. I got a show for you that's going to be a little bit different than normal because, it's going to sound like I'm trying to scare you, but I'm not. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want you to open your eyes to exactly what is going on. And just know this, that on this show, you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me. So without a bunch of delay, I just want to get right to the show. Let's get ready. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. Look, this is basically what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about, especially if you're Gen X, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to know what I'm talking about because does it feel like we're playing Risk and Monopoly at the same time? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like we're playing Risk and Monopoly at the same time. Donald Trump is playing Risk. He wants to control and own everything. And if you're a Gen Xer, you know the game of Risk. In case you don't know the game of Risk, the object is to take over the world. That's pretty much it. And Monopoly, we all pretty much know the game of Monopoly, right? But I want you to know Risk and Monopoly have a lot in common because when you start playing the game, you're all very nice. You're all, hey, let's play a game of Risk. Hey, let's play a game of Monopoly. But I want you to understand, whether it's Risk or Monopoly, they both end the same way. There's only two ways the game ends, okay? The game ends when one person turns into an asshole and has everything. And you see it right away. As one person starts to accumulate and clearly going to win, don't they turn into an asshole like every time? Isn't it amazing how even in a game, when you start to control it, you turn into an asshole? Sounds like real life, doesn't it? That's the one way the game ends, is that you get everything in Risk and Monopoly. You get it all, and everybody else has nothing, and you win. Or there's option number two. Somebody gets frustrated and angry because they have nothing and flips over the entire board. Yeah. I've seen that a few times. But that is what we are living in right now. And in case you were wondering what is going on in this country, because for the first time in my life, this country is terrible. This is a terrible country. It really, really is. You know, we literally have, do you know, I was watching Fox News for a few minutes the other day, and they're trying to convince people on Fox that the reason the Palestinians don't have any food, the reason they're all starving, is because Hamas is taking all the food. Hundreds of thousands of pounds of food is being taken by some soldiers. How that would even be possible, how anyone can even believe that, I have no idea. But that's literally what they're trying to make a good portion of our population believe, is that, oh yeah, they got plenty of food, it's just getting stolen. That's not true at all. That's not true. Let me say that again. That's not true. But there's a lot of things not true. Donald Trump didn't put the military in D.C. to protect anything but himself. Since when? Since when does Donald Trump do anything that doesn't benefit him? Let me know. Tell me when. Because I don't remember him ever doing anything that doesn't benefit him directly. And make sure you understand this. Donald Trump is an old sick guy. Yeah, he's a 300-pound, 80-year-old man. How many 300-pound, 80-year-old men do you know? I don't know any. I don't see any. Yeah, by the time you're 80 and 300 pounds, you're almost always dead. Almost always. And here he is, 300 pounds, just about to turn 80 years old. And does he look medically okay to you? He looks puffy. His ankles are swollen. His feet are swollen. His fingers are swollen. And it looks like he's getting pricked to death with diuretics. It looks like they're pumping this man with diuretics to get rid of the fluid because his heart is not working well. That is obvious to anybody. Oh, Drayton, you're a medical doctor now? No, I can see with my own two eyes. This guy is not medically good. This guy is not in good physical shape at all. So you think for 1 minute that sending in the military and all this stuff into D.C. was about crime? Crime, which is at a near 30-year low? Come on, you're smarter than that. You're smarter. That is Donald Trump trying to protect himself. Because I'm sure people are starting to whisper in J.D. Vance's ear, you know, hey, he's kind of talking crazy. He's getting kind of, he may have to have a surgery. You may end up being president if he doesn't come out of this well. Even when he goes under anesthesia, you're gonna take over the presidency. And who knows, depending on how things go, it could be permanent. You don't think any of those conversations are going on? Yeah, okay. I can almost assure you that they are. All right? Because this is not the look of a man that looks well at all. But make no mistake, the United States right now is risk and monopoly. And we've talked a lot about the risk with Donald Trump trying to control everything and trying to stay in power by having the military right in his backyard. You know, Donald Trump controls the military. So if you try anything in D.C., he controls the military. Right? Uh-huh. And what's happening? The rest is monopoly. It's just strictly monopoly. The rich are playing monopoly with us, and now they have it all. And the thing that they don't understand is yet, I don't think they understand how close we are to just flipping the board. How close we are to saying enough's enough. You can't get any more from us. We're not going to pay you. There's a lot of people that are just stop paying. Yeah. There's a lot of people with a lot of credit card debt that are like, okay, I'm not paying. I'm done. I can't survive. I can't eat. I can't put a place over my head. You know, it is so amazing. You would see, have you ever seen the look on someone's face when they come to America for the very first time and they find out that just an apartment is $2,000 a month? $2,000. They look at you like you're crazy. Like, you paid $2,000 for this space? For this? You paid $2,000 US? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, have you gone mad? You know, where I live, for $700, you can have a house with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I mean, state-of-the-art, brand new house. $700 a month. What are you doing? Are you people crazy? Yeah. That's what they say to us. They look at us and they're like, what are you doing? Are you nuts? But that's what, the United States has turned into this terrible monster. Because we want insurance. Stop for a minute. How much do you pay for health insurance, auto insurance, and home insurance? Total up those 3 bills. And then add that to your taxes. Yeah, that you pay. Just add insurance and taxes, and it'll blow your mind how much money you spent. Just on insurance. That's no food. That's no shelter. That's no anything. Taxes and insurance. It'll absolutely blow your mind. You'll look at it and go, yeah, how do I survive? How do I survive? But that's what's made America so terrible now, is you get nothing. It reminds me of the end of the Willy Wonka movie when the guy turns around and goes, you get nothing. And that keeps playing over my head again and again and again. And some of you have even mentioned it in the comments. Good day, sir. You get nothing. And that's what living in America is like now. That's exactly what it's like. You get nothing. Good day, sir. That's what living in America feels like right now. You pay all these taxes, and now you vote in Donald Trump thinking Donald Trump's going to do something for me. And what does he do? Cut, 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 cut. You get less, you get less, you get less. Oh, by the way, the rich get more, but you get less. Let me know what you think in the comments. Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. Don't go anywhere. You won't believe what's coming up in part 2. You will simply not believe it. What the heck is going on in Tennessee? Can somebody explain to me what is going on in Tennessee? Do you guys realize what is going on in the South? Do you realize this 2025 Christian movement? Do you understand what is going on? How the Christian right thinks it's okay to, let's marry off our daughters at 14. Yeah, that should be the age of consent. 14. Let's get these girls married early. But how about now in Tennessee, sick isn't an excuse. Oh, you're sick? That's not a valid excuse not to go to school. Not anymore. Not by law. No. Tennessee wants you to learn that, just because you're sick doesn't mean you can't show up. Just because you got a little cough and you don't feel well, that's no reason not to show up. See, we're grooming you to be a good worker. And good workers show up to work. Good workers don't call off. Good workers don't call off no matter what. You go and you work. And make no mistake, folks. Make no mistake about it. I love my son like you just can't even imagine. I love my boy, and my sole purpose for the rest of my life is to make sure my son never works a job. I don't ever want my son working a 9-to-5. My life will be a success if I make sure my son doesn't have to work for someone else, that he works for himself, that I help him create something that he can do himself. I do not want my son working for someone else to make them rich. I want my son fulfilling his own life, doing his own thing under his own terms. Make no mistake about it. I don't want this whole grooming thing going on that these schools got going on. Oh, you're going to come to school and you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you're going to learn to be a good worker and you're going to learn to be on time and you're going to learn to do exactly what you're going to do when you get out of school. You're going to go be a good worker. No. Watch my head. No. I will make sure that is not my son's path. And I hope you think about it. And, because I tell parents all the time, because parents are like, oh, he's like this and she's like that and they do this. I'm like, stop. What are you doing to prepare your kids for life? What are you doing to help prepare your kids to take care of themselves? What specifically are you doing to make sure they have their own thing going on, that they work for themselves, that they have their own career, and they're not working for someone else, that they're working for themselves and building something for themselves, not for somebody else? Those are the questions I want answered. Those are the things I look at parents and go, that's what you need to focus on. How are you preparing your child for this world? Because this world doesn't owe anybody anything. We all know that. And nowadays, it's not enough just to work hard. That's not enough. It's not enough. I have friends right now that are moving back with their parents. They're 37 and 38 years old with a child. And they have to go move back with their parents. I'm not even joking. And it's breaking their heart. But you think they didn't work hard enough? I mean, he's with the same tech company for 9 years. And they just woke up and said, hey, we don't need you anymore. She's been with the same company for 11 years. Don't need you anymore. And they've been looking, and here are two highly qualified people. And they've been looking for jobs for 6 months. Ate through their savings, and they're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Can't get a job. Burning through our savings. They have to go home to their parents. Yeah. That's the America we live in now. Let me know your thoughts. Sincerely, let me know what you think. And don't go anywhere. part 3 to the Dray Way. Coming up next. Here I am talking about it again. I wanted to let you know, starting tomorrow, I am very excited to let you know that we have a sponsor. Yes, starting tomorrow, Unique Pools right here in Las Vegas is sponsoring the show. So if you need a pool in the whole state of Nevada, you got to get a hold of Unique Pools. Or just get a hold of me and I'll help you get a hold of Unique Pools. I know the owner. I know the owner. So if you need a pool in the whole state of Nevada, this is the guy you need to talk to. This is the company, Unique Pool Finishes. That's the company that you need to speak with. The people are fantastic, and they're going to be sponsoring my show. So welcome to Unique Pool Finishes. Also, if you don't have your stash account yet, get it. And yes, these are my top 3 stock picks. Number 1, Block, B-L-O-K. Number 2, DoorDash. I'm a big, huge fan of DoorDash. I like DoorDash, and I think DoorDash is going to continue to do well. And the number 3 on my list is Netflix. I think Netflix is going to continue to supply us with lots of entertainment, and I think it's got a lot of room to grow. So those are my 3 stock picks. And get your stash account. I keep telling you, if you got another account, if you're using a different one, that's fine. But I'm saying if you don't have anything on your phone, if you're not redirecting a little bit of money every month to start hitting into the stock market, because you know my feelings on the real estate market. I've been talking about real estate my entire life. And I'm telling you right now, this is not the time to talk about real estate. This is the time to not talk about real estate. Now is the time to talk about the stock market, because I think over the next 3-5 years, it's going to absolutely boom, no matter how bad President Trump is. So that's it for the Dray Way. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you join me again tomorrow. Don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. We will see you tomorrow right here on the Dray Way. Have a good day, everybody.
Watch this. I can do it. Let's go!
No, good. He does it better. Much better.